Something get
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Kansas State's offense will go to work first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Johnson wants to throw it. Looking down the middle. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And the Wildcats are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Here's a heat. Finds his tight end. There he goes. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Firing to the right, complete. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Wildcats are facing 3rd and inches. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Picks up the first down. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. You can't throw a rock in Manhattan, Kansas without hitting something named after Bill Snyder. A big ass to replace him. But, man, has Chris Kleiman done a brilliant job.
He has done a great job. And this is a program that's always built on the right stuff. It's built on toughness. It's built on defense. It's built on playing good special teams. That's why you mentioned Snyder, because that's all the things he brought. Jesse, I want to see them now with their quarterback being solidified, take this offense to a new level.
Yeah, Avery Johnson's the guy, and he makes wow plays when you watch film. He does things that absolutely blow your mind, and if he can play at a consistent level and this offense can have balance, there's no question the sky's the limit for Kansas State.
9th play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. Johnson looking to throw. Pocket breaking down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. So Colorado's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Hayden. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
The Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Salter. Working that left side now. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him in the passing game.
Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job in the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
Got him downfield. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
And the Buffaloes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blocker. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Guys, Colorado has the lead here, and we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Johnson wants to throw it. He's got his man.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Good for Wildcat.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch, it's Brown. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, this defense is going to mix up their looks against this quarterback, playing some zone. That time it was man coverage, but they also brought the blitz. So they're just trying to keep this quarterback on his toes.
The give to the right. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted to stop the threat. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
That's caught. It's Hayden. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Looking for a man. It's Salter. Finds his man. It's Miller. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
The Buffaloes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Got out of trouble and throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Makes the catch. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Pass interference. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll run play action. Got his man quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the 30. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Secures it at the 30. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Miller. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Snagged in the middle. It's Welch. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Salter. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Buffaloes in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to throw again. Grab near the marker. It's Miller. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. We saw it on that play.
He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. The Buffaloes will try to punch it in on first and goal. They're going to run it.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner will be brought down. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Hand off from the shotgun. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Manhattan. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the Little Apple.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Kansas State will kick off as we get things started here in the third quarter. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying to set the tone with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Salter. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up third down. Man, he will be thinking about that one.
I like the idea by the quarterback. He wanted to attack the middle of the field. He found his open guy. The receiver's just got to be able to make a play for him.
Got it in the middle. It's Smalls. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of...
Just steamrolling the defense. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. And the Buffaloes look to keep this drive humming.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Grabs it inside the 15, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Buffs. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. And number 3 is coming soon.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Michigan is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Tom Brady should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Iowa. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback on the keeper. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
From the gun, the running back, looking for room. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Johnson looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. At the 35, he's got room. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Really nice decision by the quarterback. 3rd and long, and nothing was open deep down the field, so he's able to check it down and get it to a pretty athletic guy who shows you what they can do with the ball after the catch. He finds a few blocks, he uses his speed, and that turns into be a huge gain for the offense.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Crosses the 10. It's a fumble. Oh, and he not only gets the ball back, he's also got enough for the first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up 1st and goal. Johnson wants to throw it. Under fire. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats!
This offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. It's as if these guys have been allergic to the end zone. They'll try to overcome it on 3rd and goal. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. dead center perfect. Had to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you...
What a job to lay out and make the catch. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
To the air, it's Salter. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. That's caught. It's Welsh. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
He's brought down near the 49-yard line.
Guys, Colorado has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wants to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And the Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Dropping back, it's Salter. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, there was something the quarterback liked in the pre-snap there, thinking his primary target was going to have a favorable matchup, but the defense did a nice job disguising that look. They got more bodies over to him and forced the incompletion.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Miller. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
The Buffaloes will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And the Buffaloes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Fires into traffic, picked off. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Going right to work up top. Quickly complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Nice hands on the right sideline as he has it for a huge gain.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback. Dropping back, not giving up the big play.
Kansas State really has this drive rolling. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's got him. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Wildcats in the hurry-up. Johnson looking to throw. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Well, the defense is going to have to find an answer for this tight end down in the end zone. You cannot allow that guy that much space.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. LSU had a dominant win, the kind the folks in Baton Rouge were used to in 2019 when Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson led the Tigers to a national title. Talk about a special team. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Buffaloes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Off play action. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Dropping back, it's Salter. Got his man on the right. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Buffaloes have it with a 1st and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Going up top again. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
I love the vision on the quarterback by this defense. Dude, you know that ball's going to come out pretty quick. Down here on the goal-to-go situation, they break on the football, and they make sure they swat it down so the offensive guy can't make a play.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Nestled just inside that right upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Johnson wants to throw it. Finds his man down the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Kansas stay quick to the line. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that ball is in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
Gets it to him on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires toward the end zone. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
I like it. Take the shot, throw it to the end zone, try to make a play, give your receiver a chance to make it. You know, you got to make plays. You're trailing late in the 4th quarter, and you need touchdowns. Like, you got to come up with something big, and this offense just wasn't able to do it. Now, defense is going to have to go pull out some miracles, maybe an onside kick. Something great's going to happen to get back in this ballgame.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
And the Buffaloes get enough to move the chains.
Good enough for a first down.
A strong, methodical, workman-like effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.